take a moment, make a video here, and also go live on Twitch. I'm going to be posting this to YouTube, so hit that like button, subscribe, ring the bell, do all that stuff. Follow me on Twitch. I wanted to start a journal of my investing app here. I currently use Robinhood, and I've been investing since January 29th of this year. I started very risky. I started investing in cannabis stocks, which, as you can see, didn't go that well. And recently here, within the past month or so, I've started to go towards like a dividend paying investing route more so than equity investing. And I've decided to spread everything out. So far, since the inception of this account on Robinhood, I've deposited a little over $10,000 and I've lost 3,000 of it. Hopefully we can bring that back as we learn to trade. This is just kind of my journey through investing as I learn. So I'll go over here. My top two holdings by equity are Aurora Cannabis, ACB. I own 350 shares of the company, and we've lost $1,000 on it. Canopy Growth, I own 60 shares of the company, and we've lost $1,300. Now you could be like, Rand, there's another $700 or so in losses. Where are those? That's when I tried to trade options, and that didn't work that well. So we're not trading options anymore. Now, since then, we've made other investments into cannabis / dividend payers. Constellation Brands here, we own 2 shares of, our third largest holding. They are Modelo Corona beer manufacturer, as well as they do have a stake in Canopy Growth, a large stake. Microsoft is a huge dividend owner of ours. AMD, I believe, does not pay a dividend. No dividend. So this is one of our equity holdings. Appreciation holdings. Netflix, we have a share of. Disney, we have 2 shares of. Johnson & Johnson, Procter & Gamble, Verizon, Duke Energy, Visa, NVIDIA, New Residential Investments, which is a REIT, monthly paying dividend, and we can get more into REITs later. Coca-Cola, Schlumberger, which is an oil company, Sears One, Annaly Capital, which is another real estate REIT, GW Pharmaceuticals, American Water, Waste Management, Ingersoll Rand, Nestle, British Petroleum, PayPal, which does not pay a dividend. Starbucks, Stepan Group, CRISPR, SoftBank. I believe they don't pay a dividend either. Maybe they do though. Tyson Foods, AT&T, Bank of America, Cisco, GE, IQ, which is like the Chinese version of Netflix. This is a little bit of a gamble. At $17 a share, I only bought 2 shares. I only have $34 invested, so not too crazy. Whitestone REIT is another REIT that pays a monthly dividend. So, and I'm also using $2,000 worth of margin, and that is one of my goals to get rid of here on Robinhood. By the end of the year, I plan to be using $0 of margin, and I only used it just to help start my account, make myself feel good, and feel like I had some money in the account. And now that I actually do have some money in the account and I've been saving all year, I feel like it's time to work on getting rid of that with each deposit. But I want to be completely transparent and show you that I am using margin to purchase some of these. And in fact, some of that margin was used on my options trading. Completely stupid. Do not do it. I do not recommend options trading. I don't know how to properly explain it that well, but I don't recommend doing it. Let's see here. We've been down a lot. We've lost a lot of it in the past 3 months. Look at that. Jesus. Stock market's doing good though. Private payroll growth way above Wall Street estimates despite recession fears.
We have an issue. We have to discuss. It's a little on the nerdy, wonky side, but as we reported,
Nerdy wonky side.
BLS has downgraded its estimate of the level of its lending by 500,000 jobs through the year ending in March 2019. These will be put out in the individual months in January when they put the benchmarks back into the BLS numbers. But what that means is the run rate of the economy in terms of jobs was 41,000 less on money in that period. It's a good question, and I'll tell you why, and it will lead to my biggest complaint of all covering this data. They get to true it up with the actual state unemployment claim data about once a year, which means the data's out there. If they could get the computers in the states to communicate with the federal government, we can have more accurate jobs numbers, but as it is now, they all can't communicate together to the federal government, so we have to wait every year for the benchmark revisions. I want my eye on
$500,000, how much does that compare to?
I don't know what he's saying. Numbers come. Okay, so company payroll surged 195,000 in August, well above Wall Street estimates at a time when fears have been growing about a looming recession, according to a report Thursday from ADP's Moody's Analytics. Economists surveyed by Dow Jones have been looking for a gain of just 140,000 following July's 142, which was reduced downward by 14K from the original count. August growth was the best showing since the 255,000 added in April. Damn. These numbers come amid speculation that the decades-long economic expansion is coming to an end. The New York Federal Reserve put charts of a recession at 39% in the next 12 months, the highest level since the Great Recession ended in mid-2009. Businesses are holding firm on their payrolls despite slowing economy. Hiring has moderated, but layoffs remain low. Current pace of jobs growth needs to continue at a time when various sectors, including manufacturing and agriculture, are falling. Fully, 100,000 of new jobs came in education, health services, and leisure and hospitality industry. Healthcare and social assistance was the fastest growing subcomponent, with 45,000 positions added. In all, services accounted for 184,000 of the total. Huh. That's interesting. I'm gonna go blow my nose real quick. Reliable China insider hints that this round of trade talks could lead to a breakthrough. Okay. Previous 18 months of trade talks between the U.S. and China have only led to more tit-for-tat tariffs, but this time it might be different, according to Chinese sources who seem to have inside knowledge on the trade war. China's Ministry of Commerce confirmed the two countries held a phone call Thursday and agreed to meet in early October in Washington. This would mark the 13th round of trade negotiations after both sides slapping tariffs on billions of dollars worth of each other's goods. China and the U.S. announced new rounds of trade talks and will work to make substantial progress. Personally, I think the U.S., worn out by the trade war, may no longer hope for crushing China's will. There's more possibility of a breakthrough between the two sides. A blog called Tehran Notes on Chinese Social Media, WeChat, has been followed by analysts covering China and market participants for cues of the trade battle. Run by state-owned newspaper called Economic Daily, the blog has been cited by U.S. media, including Bloomberg News, for additional color from the China side. Interesting. On Thursday, in a 1,200-word commentary, very likely there will be new developments in the upcoming trade talks. The blog highlighted the statement from China's Ministry of Commerce, saying both sides will make consultations in mid-September in preparation for the meaningful progress. Okay. That's good news. The Dow's up this morning. Market is now open. Let's check our count for the morning. How we doing? We're doing good, even with ACB falling. See, this is interesting now. Now things get interesting as we spread ourselves out. Lots of things should have executed. Whoa, hell yeah, we purchased 1 share of Cisco this morning. 1 share of SO, 1 share of O. I'm very excited about this one, even though we're buying in at the top. There's a lot of excitement on YouTube, investing, and Reddit investing. So I just wanted to start a position here and buy a share, and I can always average it down. It's 1 share. Dividend 4%. Realty Income Corporation, also known as Realty Income, is a real estate company which engages in generating dependable monthly cash dividends from a consistent, predictable level of cash flow from operations. It operates through rental segments. So that's not enough information for me at all. Let's see what they say over here. See if we can get a better summary. The company engages in in-house acquisitions, portfolio management, asset management, credit research, real estate research, legal finance and accounting, information technology, and capital markets. The company owned a diversified portfolio of 4,944 properties located in 49 states and Puerto Rico, with over 83 million square feet of leasable space to 248 different commercial tenants doing business in 47 separate industries. Oh my Jesus. As of December 31st, 2016, of the 4,944 properties in the portfolio, 4,920 or 99.5% were single-tenant properties, and the remaining were multi-tenant properties. Hold. Hold. Fair enough. We're holding. We are holding. We purchased SO today. We added SO. The Southern Company, also called Southern, is a holding company which engages in the sale of electricity. It operates through these segments: traditional electric operating companies, Southern Power, and Southern Company Gas. The traditional electric operating company segment refers to vertically integrated utilities that own generation, transmission, and distribution facilities and supplies electrical services in the states of Alabama, Georgia, Florida, and Mississippi. Southern Power segment constructs, acquires, and owns and manages generation assets such as renewable energy products and sells electricity in the wholesale market. The Southern Company Gas segment distributes natural gas through natural gas distribution. Dividend 5.42%, yo. Ship it. Ship me the monies. I think we also purchased another share of Cisco. So then doesn't this change that? This changes. Show me my account. It has changed this morning. Cisco jumps up a little bit because we bought another share. So I think my goal here is to increase, I guess I should go by lowest weighted and not by number of shares. Trying to increase my weight in each of these positions is what I need to do. I want to own more than 1 share of obviously this stuff, but stuff's expensive, you know? So the goal, I think, is to get rid of margin. Need to get rid of that margin. We've used all 2,000 of it to get this account started. And to increase weight in our smaller stocks, except for IQ. This is a weird gamble that I just bought 2 shares of, and I'm probably not going to touch it for a while. Just let it ride. Who's at the top? I mean, I don't want to let go of any of that. So I'm down in AMD. So I can't sell it. What is Slack?
Workplace messaging company Slack reported its first set of quarterly results since going public.
Workplace messaging?
Expectations, but it also forecast a larger than expected loss for the current quarter. That placed pressure on the stock.
Lots of Oz, bro. What do you do? How do you make money? Yeah, like, how do you monetize? cares about that? So the five biggest risks of sharing your DNA with consumer genetics testing companies. Ah. I'm not trying to get all fucked up here. You know what I mean? These companies are after the most. Yes, never share your data with these people. Jesus, God, so scary. Don't do it.
Consumer DNA testing kits are becoming increasingly popular. It's a quick way
Jesus.
to find out more about your genetic makeup, family history, and health risks. But at what cost?
Hold on. We'll do a little flower show here. Focus on the weed. Icy, wonderful goodness. This is lemon. Different strain, way more airy. Still very, very icy. Canadian Indian, how you doing out there? Hope all is well, brother. Alright, back to the video.
There are concerns that these companies could be misusing your private DNA.
They absolutely are.
Suspicions really kicked off when Senator Chuck Schumer condemned DNA testing companies at a news conference, stating, "Here's what many consumers don't realize, that their sensitive information can end up in the hands of unknown third-party companies."
Yeah.
There are no prohibitions, and many companies say that they can still sell your information to other companies.
The thing I think that's important to realize is that there's only a single law that covers the sale or use of our genetic data today, and that's GINA, the Genetic Non-Discrimination Act. And that covers the use of data by employers and insurance companies. It's definitely an area I would be concerned about because as of today, there's no restrictions on that type of use.
More than 80% of consumers at major DNA testing companies consent to having their DNA shared for research. Mainly because they
Yeah,
believe their
that
company
means
will
they are selling your shit.
We do work with collateral.
We do work with collateral.
Those who know
We are selling yo shit.
and for those who are de-identified and accessed.
They are selling yo shit.
Be concerned?
I would be concerned in the future what can happen. While I don't think many of these companies are doing that today, actually I don't think any of them are doing it today, the thing to keep in mind is that there's nothing preventing them from doing so.
They're
It's
doing
important
it.
to consider the possible use or misuse of your data. Not even necessarily by the companies themselves, but also things like breaches and hacks.
In weighing whether or not
Sketch, super sketch, extra sketchy, super extra sketchy. Incoming call from somewhere, I don't know. As Target scrambles to deal with newly imposed tariffs on Chinese goods, Target is demanding that suppliers absorb increased costs so consumers wouldn't be affected. In August 27th, letter to suppliers, Target said it will not accept any new cost increases related to tariffs on goods imported from China. The memo signed by Chief Merchandising Officer Mark Triton also said Target expected suppliers to develop the appropriate contingency plans so that we don't have to pass price increases along to our guests. 15% of tariffs on $120 billion worth of goods from China took effect on Sunday, 5 days after the letter. Companies have also been using other strategies to reduce the impact on duties, including diversifying supply chains to countries outside of China, timing shipments to arrive before the tariffs were imposed. 92% of apparel ordered from China was hit by tariffs on Sunday, according to American Apparel and Footwear Association. Target has also warned the U.S. government that consumers would see price increases and would be the victim of tariffs. Wow. Now, where this is super interesting to me is, people complain that, Trump's campaign clothing and his daughter owns a clothing store. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. That's pretty crazy. I mean, I agree we need to level the playing field and that they can't, use slave labor or pollution as a way to undercut manufacturing. Now, if they do it out of technological advance, good for them. But we can't have slave labor. Our buying dollars supporting slave labor. My buddy says short squeeze on CGC morning action. Can we push $1? What does that mean? What's going on with CGC? Oh shit. Let's go. Bought 5 more shares of ACB this morning. We also purchased O and S. Let's go. The account's up $100 today. What? Is this real life right now? Is this real life, dude? Can we do this? $100. We'll have our $3,000 down back in no time. It's obviously not going to go up every day, but today's a nice day. How's the ACB doing? My average is 856 into this stock. It's 567 right now. So every time we're able to buy, I bought 5 more shares this morning, our cost average goes down. Trying to save over here. I'm trying to save. Finance, what do you got for me? That's it? That's all you got? This doesn't seem right. I don't want any more Canadian pod stocks. I'm good on it. I want dividend paying stocks. Martha Stewart and Canopy. Canopy growth team up when you have Martha Stewart get behind CBD that matters in the same way that it matters. Team Blah, products. Jim Cramer, the host team, also favors the idea of the partnership. He said when you have Martha Stewart get behind CBD. Whoa. Okay, fuck you guys then. CNBC does it right. Oh yeah. Motherfucker, we own Tyson Foods. Yeah, we gotta share that shit. We're in one share. Alright, we're down in it. But she pays a dividend. Pays a divvy. Whoa, after selling its stake in Beyond Meat in the spring, Tyson Foods' next bet is on plant-based shellfish. Tyson Ventures, the venture capital arm of the meat processing company, is investing in New Wave Foods. Tyson Ventures CFO Tom Mastrobuoni declined to discuss the financial terms of the deal, but said Tyson took a minority stake of less than 20% in New Waves. The startup, which was founded in 2015, makes plant-based shrimp from seaweed, soy protein, and natural flavors. I tested it for the first time in a cafe in Palo Alto and had no idea I was eating plant-based shrimp. What? Is that real? I don't know. After shrimp, New Wave's planning to tackle crab and lobster. Shrimp is the most consumed seafood in the world, according to co-founder Chief Technology Officer Michael Wolf. From a business perspective, it made sense because of the market opportunity. Well, there's a number of companies tackling plant-based fish like salmon or tuna alternatives. New Wave is one of the few trying to sell crustacean substitutes. Lack of competition made New Wave a more attractive investment. Tyson will leverage its scale and network to help accelerate New Wave's growth. Said this all along, alternative protein is an and concept for Tyson. It's not an or. For now, New Wave Foods distribution is limited to 3 food service locations rather than restaurants. CEO Mary McGovern said the company plans to target food service first, in part because 80% of shrimp consumption in the U.S. happens outside the home. New Wave is Tyson Ventures' 9th investment since starting the fund in 2016. Declined to disclose any track record of the fund's performance. Before Beyond Meat went public in May, Tyson sold its stake in the company as it prepared to launch its own plant-based meat product, including imitation chicken nuggets. Since Beyond Meat initial public offering, the stock has soared 554%. Tyson is far from the only big food company which owns its own venture arm. Kellogg, General Mills, Kraft, and Campbell Soup have their own investment funds. Tyson isn't the only traditional food company branching out into plant-based foods. Hormel and Kellogg announced plans Wednesday. Let's see, I need to get Kellogg on the list, yo. What does Hormel look like? HR something. 5-year. Oof. Hormel Foods is expensive. Hormel Foods Corporation is engaging in the production of a range of meat food products. The company operates the 4 segments: grocery products, which engages in processing, marketing, and sale of shelf-stable food products sold for the retail market and health, and also consists of nutritional products, including muscle milk protein products. Refrigerated foods. And sell branded and unbranded pork, chicken, and turkey products for retail food services. Dividend. Less than 2%. What about Kellogg? Is that just K? Yeah. 63 bones. Cookies, crackers, savory snacks, toaster pastry, cereal bars, food favorite snacks, frozen waffles, veggie foods, U.S. morning food, cereals, toaster, blah, blah, blah. Here's a dividend I like though. 3.5%. I could get down with that. I can get down with that. What is the Abe? ABBV. It's a pharmaceutical company. I was reading that they're like a lot of value in them right now. And I should be getting a share of this right now. Let's see if I can make another deposit onto my fucking Robinhood account. I mean, I just can't, I don't make an infinite amount of money. I can't just continuously deposit onto Robinhood. And since we need to work off to deposit more than a share costs. We wanted. So let's look at a few things here before we make a purchase. We wanted to look at this thing, ARKAY. What the fuck are these people? ARKAY. Man, this shit's expensive. What the fuck do you do? What do you do, yo? Chemical producer which provides specialty chemicals and advanced materials. The company manufacturing products for industries including construction, packaging, chemical, automotive, electronics, food, and pharmaceutical industries. 3 business segments: high performance materials, industrial specialties, and coating solutions. Company's high performance materials segments consist of businesses include specialty adhesives, polymers, performance additives. Fluorogases and hydrogen peroxide. Coating solution segments and business lines including acrylics, coating resins, and additives. Centers located in Europe, North America, and operates through a network of subsidiaries such as XL Brands. They have some crazy dividend, don't they? No? They're on fire right now. What's the deal? They're super good value in them. Why was I so pumped on them last night? What did I watch that was like, pump this shit up? I don't like it. I'm not trying to buy shit that's not an American company. I'm good. Eastman Chemical. Oh yeah, somebody proposed Eastman, and I found them through Eastman. Okay. So these people do the same thing, only they're in America. These people are in Tennessee, and their stock is super low on the 5-year here. .7% dividend change, huh? See, now this is where I like to buy stocks. It's like, I've been pummeled, huh? What's the news say? Oh, my ad blocker. Pause on this side. Refresh.
On them, there might even be more. Folks, it's time for a final trade. Let's go around the horn beginning. You know, the industrials, we've seen some pressure on them. There might even be more XLI in the product today. I think this is going to.
Yeah, some retailers doing quite well. Walmart today, very good. But too expensive, I think. Target
fuck was that? That's the video you're gonna give me? Jesus, just because you fucking mentioned it for 2 seconds, literally. I don't even know what he said. Buy it, sell it. What did he even say there?
All right, folks, it's time for a final trade. Let's go around the horn. Karen?
Yes, so some retailers doing quite well. Walmart today, very good. Not too expensive.
All right. Tyler, unbelievable. That's a real loss. Eastman Chemical, ESPN.
That was the same video. Yo. The same fucking video. Dell's success in controlling costs largely has been offset by eroding fundamentals across its. I'm out on this. What about Maine? I'm out on both of these. I don't really understand what they do, so I'm out. This is a cozy $43. Here's almost 6%. 5-year. Oh, Jesus, it's at the top there. Target's so expensive. Costco? How about Costco? Costco's really expensive. Jesus. On it. And then we also decreased our margin used a little bit. cranking. We're cranking. That's it though. That's all I can fucking do. Oh my goodness. I've been just sitting on that whole time. I think that's it for today. Appreciate everybody stopping out. If you're watching, like, subscribe, smash the bell, hit the follow, thumbs up it. Peace.